Disclaimer: this video is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have concerns or specific symptoms, always consult a doctor. Hello and welcome to Health Pills. Today, we'll explore the fascinating connection between ADHD and obesity. Generally, we think of these two conditions as unrelated, but as our understanding of medicine deepens, the connection between mind and body becomes clearer. For example, studies have shown that the severity of ADHD symptoms at an early age can be linked to a higher likelihood of obesity in adolescence. This relationship is due to the way ADHD affects reward processing in the brain, making the dopamine response from eating more pronounced, which can lead to overeating. On the other hand, fat cells, known as adipocytes, are more than just storage units. They are hormonally active and can influence ADHD. Fat cells produce various chemical signals that impact brain function. For instance, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which supports neuron growth, tends to be lower in individuals with more significant fat storage. Lower BDNF levels are associated with the development and exacerbation of ADHD symptoms. 1. Neuroscience of ADHD and food reward. To fully grasp the relationship between ADHD and eating behaviors, it's essential to explore how the brain's reward system functions in individuals with ADHD. One of the hallmarks of ADHD is altered reward processing. The dopaminergic pathways in these individuals differ from those in neurotypical people. Specifically, anticipation signals for cravings are significantly heightened due to changes in the prefrontal cortex, PFC, which manages executive functions and impulse control. However, despite these intense cravings, the actual reward or dopamine release upon eating is often diminished. This leads to a frustrating paradox: strong desires for food paired with lower satisfaction after consumption. In practical terms, a neurotypical person might see a cookie, feel a moderate craving, eat it, and experience sufficient satisfaction. In contrast, someone with ADHD might see the same cookie, feel an overwhelming craving, but find the satisfaction fleeting or muted once they've eaten it. This imbalance can drive them to consume more food in an effort to achieve a rewarding sensation that their brain struggles to register. The discrepancy between expectation and actual reward plays a significant role in the potential for overeating or developing unhealthy eating habits. Understanding this altered dopaminergic response is crucial for developing tailored interventions for individuals with ADHD who struggle with food cravings and eating behavior. 2. Impulse control challenges in ADHD. Impulse control is another area profoundly impacted by ADHD. People with ADHD often face difficulties in managing sudden urges, which can manifest as impulsive eating. When a thought or visual cue about food occurs, individuals with ADHD tend to act on this impulse much quicker than those without the condition. The gap between having an idea and acting on it is notably shorter, making traditional strategies for healthy eating more difficult to implement. While neurotypical individuals may have time to reconsider or resist the urge to eat, people with ADHD often find this pause challenging due to their brain's wiring. This immediate response to impulses means that typical dietary advice, like avoiding snacks or controlling portion sizes, can feel impractical. Instead, understanding the biological basis of this behavior provides insight into why these approaches often fail. Neurotypical people can mentally create a buffer between thinking about food and eating it. This window allows for decision-making that supports healthier choices. However, the rapid progression from impulse to action in ADHD shortens this window significantly. Recognizing this pattern helps in developing strategies that focus on altering the environment rather than relying solely on willpower. By managing impulse-driven behavior through structured approaches, individuals with ADHD can better manage their eating habits and reduce the risk of obesity or related issues. 3. Emotional regulation and its role. A key aspect of ADHD that often gets overlooked is its effect on emotional regulation. The amygdala, a part of the brain responsible for processing emotions, is more reactive in those with ADHD. This means they tend to experience emotions, especially negative ones, more intensely and for longer periods. For example, an incident that might cause mild irritation in a neurotypical person could trigger significant frustration or anger in someone with ADHD. This heightened emotional response can drive behaviors like emotional eating, where food becomes a way to cope with stress, sadness, or anger. This is particularly relevant because eating can release dopamine, albeit briefly, which acts as a mood regulator. In those with ADHD, emotional eating becomes a repetitive cycle, fueled by the brain's need for quick comfort and reinforcement. Unfortunately, this behavior does not provide long-term emotional stability, creating a loop of negative emotions followed by impulsive eating for temporary relief. The connection between emotional dysregulation and food-driven dopamine responses highlights why individuals with ADHD are more prone to using food as an emotional outlet. Managing this aspect is crucial for both emotional well-being and weight management. Strategies like mindfulness and emotional awareness practices can help break this cycle and offer healthier coping mechanisms. 4. Synergistic effects of obesity on ADHD. Obesity can further complicate ADHD symptoms due to its physiological effects on the body and brain. Adipocytes, or fat cells, are not just passive storage units. They produce inflammatory markers such as interleukin-6, IL-6. Elevated levels of IL-6 can reduce brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein essential for neuron growth and cognitive function. Lower BDNF levels can worsen ADHD symptoms, making it harder for the brain to perform optimally. Additionally, fat cells contribute to insulin resistance, impacting the body's ability to regulate hunger and satiety signals. Insulin resistance dulls the brain's ability to recognize when enough food has been consumed, leading to overeating. This becomes a significant issue for those with ADHD, as the brain's reward system already struggles with recognizing satisfaction from food. The combination of heightened cravings, reduced satisfaction, and impaired satiety signals creates a cycle that encourages weight gain. This loop reinforces itself, as increased body weight exacerbates inflammation and insulin resistance, making ADHD symptoms more pronounced. Understanding how obesity biologically impacts ADHD can lead to more effective management strategies, focusing on reducing inflammation and improving metabolic health. 5. How to manage these intertwined issues. Managing ADHD and obesity simultaneously requires an integrated approach. One effective strategy to enhance the feeling of satisfaction from food is practicing mindful eating. This means focusing on each bite, savoring the flavors, and avoiding distractions such as watching TV or scrolling on your phone while eating. This deliberate attention can help increase the food reward response, making meals more satisfying and helping prevent overeating. Additionally, creating an environment that minimizes impulsive eating is essential. For instance, avoid keeping easily accessible, unhealthy snacks at home. If a craving arises, making the decision to prepare a snack from scratch provides a necessary pause between impulse and action. This time gap can be a powerful tool for managing impulsive eating behaviors. By delaying gratification, individuals can create space for conscious decision-making, reducing the likelihood of acting on immediate urges. Understanding and structuring these strategies into daily routines helps not just with weight management but with overall impulse control. Through a combination of mindful eating, environmental adjustments, and strategic planning, it becomes easier to address both ADHD and weight-related challenges effectively. 6. Importance of emotional regulation. Daily emotional management practices are fundamental for anyone dealing with ADHD and obesity. Emotional dysregulation often leads to using food as a quick fix for stress relief, setting off a cycle of temporary comfort followed by guilt and further emotional strain. Activities like journaling, therapy, meditation, or even light physical activities such as a walk can help process emotions and manage stress levels. When emotions are acknowledged and managed proactively, the tendency to resort to emotional eating diminishes. This, in turn, helps curb the cycle of overeating and supports healthier food choices. Recognizing emotions as valid and finding non-food-based coping mechanisms is key to breaking the cycle of emotional eating. Consistent emotional regulation can improve impulse control and reduce cravings, making it easier to adhere to a balanced diet. Over time, these practices support better mood stability and help create a foundation for managing ADHD symptoms more effectively. This comprehensive approach not only aids in emotional balance but also enhances overall quality of life. 7. Obesity's broader impact on ADHD. Obesity does not only affect physical health, it exacerbates ADHD by influencing brain function through physiological mechanisms. One significant consequence is increased inflammation, which has been linked to mood disturbances and heightened anxiety. For individuals with ADHD who already face emotional regulation challenges, this added layer of mood instability can worsen symptoms. The resulting emotional stress can drive individuals back into cycles of emotional eating, creating a self-perpetuating loop where obesity and ADHD feed into each other. Managing weight can improve ADHD symptoms by reducing inflammation and improving insulin sensitivity, which in turn aids brain function. This creates a more favorable environment for managing ADHD symptoms, contributing to improved focus, mood stability, and better impulse control. The relationship between obesity and ADHD demonstrates why a holistic approach that considers both conditions is necessary for effective treatment and improved overall well-being. 8. Exercise and diet adjustments. Regular physical activity and dietary modifications play crucial roles in managing ADHD and obesity. Exercise improves insulin sensitivity, reduces inflammation, and promotes the release of BDNF, supporting overall brain health. Simple activities like walking, cycling, or structured workouts can make significant differences. Moreover, a diet rich in anti-inflammatory foods, such as leafy greens, nuts, fish, and teas like green tea or chamomile, helps regulate insulin and reduce inflammatory markers like IL-6. These dietary changes can enhance the body's natural resilience, aiding in the management of both ADHD symptoms and weight control. Pairing exercise with a balanced diet can lead to better energy levels, improved focus, and a more stable mood. The combined impact of these lifestyle changes fosters an environment where managing ADHD becomes easier, as both the brain and body operate more efficiently. 9. Sleep and its role in ADHD and obesity. Sleep quality and duration play a vital role in the regulation of ADHD and obesity. Poor sleep can disrupt hormonal balances, such as those involving ghrelin and leptin, which control hunger and satiety. Sleep deprivation has been linked to increased cravings for high-calorie and carbohydrate-rich foods. For individuals with ADHD, insufficient sleep can worsen attention deficits, mood instability, and impulse control issues. Establishing a healthy sleep routine by maintaining consistent bedtimes, reducing screen time before sleep, and creating a calming pre-sleep environment can improve overall regulation of ADHD symptoms. Improved sleep helps manage weight by decreasing impulsivity and reducing the tendency for late-night snacking, contributing to better energy levels and mental clarity throughout the day. Additionally, achieving deep, restorative sleep is crucial for optimizing brain function in individuals with ADHD. During sleep, the brain undergoes processes essential for memory consolidation and the regulation of neurotransmitters such as dopamine and norepinephrine. These neurotransmitters play a significant role in attention, motivation, and impulse control. When sleep quality is compromised, the reduced availability of these key chemicals can exacerbate ADHD symptoms, making it more difficult to manage focus and control behaviors. 10. The role of structured routines. Structured routines are essential for individuals managing both ADHD and obesity. The nature of ADHD often includes difficulties with maintaining consistent habits, which can lead to erratic eating patterns and an increased likelihood of impulsive food choices. Implementing structured daily routines helps create a sense of predictability and control, reducing stress and impulsivity. This means planning meals in advance, setting specific times for eating, and including nutritious, high-fiber foods that promote fullness and energy. Structured eating patterns can prevent mindless snacking and support healthy eating habits by removing decision fatigue from daily life. Moreover, having a consistent exercise schedule is equally important. For those with ADHD, activities that involve structured yet varied movements, such as dance or interval training, can help sustain interest and engagement. This regular physical activity not only aids in weight management but also boosts dopamine levels, supporting better focus and impulse control. Structured routines help reinforce positive behaviors and limit opportunities for impulsive eating, fostering a balanced lifestyle that addresses the challenges of ADHD and obesity concurrently. 11. Social and professional support. Seeking support from social circles and professionals is vital in managing ADHD and obesity effectively. Social connections, whether through friends, support groups, or family, can provide emotional encouragement and help maintain motivation. Additionally, collaborating with professionals such as dietitians, therapists, or ADHD coaches can offer tailored strategies for both conditions. These experts can help identify personal triggers for impulsive eating and suggest specific interventions, such as behavioral therapy techniques, that align with individual needs. For example, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, has been shown to aid in managing ADHD symptoms by promoting skills that enhance impulse control and emotional regulation. Incorporating such therapy can help reduce reliance on food as an emotional crutch. Professional guidance can also provide personalized nutritional advice, ensuring that dietary changes align with an individual's health needs. When combined with social support, this multifaceted approach creates a network of accountability and understanding that empowers individuals to take proactive steps toward managing both ADHD and obesity, leading to improved health outcomes and quality of life. Conclusion: ADHD and obesity are interconnected through complex neurological and physiological mechanisms. By understanding and addressing these links, effective strategies can be developed to manage both conditions. Improvements in one area can positively influence the other, fostering better overall health. Thank you for watching Health Pills. If you found this video informative and want to learn more about how to take control of your health, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest health insights. Take care and see you in the next video.